Forget faves, Twitter's going all in on hearts and likes. Uber's trying to replace your daily commute from hell. Google wants to reply to your emails for you, and more from the mean streets of Beijing. It's Wednesday, November 4th, and this is Crunch Report. Hey everybody, we're here at the Deshanzi Art District in Beijing. It's also known as 798. It is very cool, and it's also where our friends at TechNode have their office, where we've been squatting all day. Thanks, TechNode. All right, right into the news now. Twitter just shook up the fave. As in, when you like a tweet or you want to save it for later, you no longer have to favorite that tweet by clicking the star. No, instead, you do what you're used to doing everywhere else, which is like, with a heart. And it's not just Twitter either. Looping video service Vine, which is owned by Twitter, is also getting hearts to go out along with likes and abandoning their smiley face. The change rolled out to Twitter on iOS and Android, Twitter.com, TweetDeck, Twitter for Windows 10, embedded tweets on the web, and the Vine Android app and site. Now, Twitter says Vine for iOS and Twitter for Mac updates are coming soon as well as the wide rollout. In testing phases, the company said hearts and likes just showed higher engagement. People know how it works and better represents common language for our global community. So we've been taking Ubers all week here in Beijing, all over the place. This is a huge city. The driver volume isn't here yet. At least it's not like San Francisco. So you tend to wait longer for rides. But it's a great way to get around the fact that many cabs don't accept credit cards or challenging language barriers when you're trying to explain your destination, unless you speak Mandarin. Now, back in September, Uber test launched UberCommute here in China, which lets drivers pick up other passengers on their own way to work. Now, back in the Bay Area headquarters of Uber, the company has launched the beta of a new flat-fee long-distance Uber pool option aimed at commuters as well, with pre-priced shared trips into San Francisco from suburban cities of Palo Alto, Mountain View, and San Jose between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. Now, there's a set price. For example, a ride from Palo Alto to San Francisco might be set for about $20 or even $15, depending on how many riders hop in, which might be a lot more worthwhile than driving, and could really turn the concept of owning a vehicle and buying gas regularly a lot less attractive if it catches on. Now, even though pretty much everybody already uses Gmail, and if you don't, that's cool, but most people use Gmail at this point, Google is constantly trying to reimagine the email experience. Inbox, its Gmail-based mobile email client, tries to make your actual inbox a more productive place. And a new feature called Smart Reply within Inbox, set to launch later this week, takes it even farther, with a way for Inbox to craft automatic responses for you. So let's say you receive an email. Smart Reply will read the content of it and then select 3 basic responses at the bottom of the screen so that you can respond quickly. Now, of course, some emails just need something a lot more customized. In that case, Smart Reply gives you a jump start so you can still respond right away with a short phrase that Inbox suggests and then craft your full response. The app is also designed to learn as you use it, machine learning. So if you never choose, yes, please send me more information, after a while, Inbox will stop suggesting it and just decide you don't write that way. Now, this might make the very cumbersome act of typing on a mobile device a little bit less painful and also help Google's machine learning and natural language processing ambitions grow with constant data from real people. HBO launched HBO Now earlier this year, which is the company's first over-the-top streaming service. And now Jon Stewart has signed on for the ride. You know Jon Stewart. An exclusive 4-year production, the former Daily Show host will create timely short-form digital content for HBO Now, HBO Go, and other HBO platforms. HBO also says the deal includes a first-look option for other film and TV ventures. Stewart's production team will be using technology from the cloud graphics company OTOY Inc. Now, Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, they've all begun investing in original content, so it's been an interesting growth year for HBO specifically. They signed children's programming franchise Sesame Street, sports content with Bill Simmons, formerly of Grantland, and also acquired the Vimeo web show High Maintenance. Jon Stewart left The Daily Show after 26 years as host. Now, we might be in Beijing this week, but we're still following some good old San Francisco politics, where voters have handed a victory to both Airbnb and residents who want to convert their homes into vacation rentals and have everybody leave them alone. This was all Proposition F. It was a very controversial measure that wanted to drastically limit short-term rentals to 75 days per year. It lost by 55% to 45%, give or take a few ballots. Now, backers of Prop F had argued vacation rentals turned scarce housing into illegal year-round hotels. hotels. But opponents, which included Airbnb itself, said that it helped middle-class people make ends meet because they could, rent out their place. Airbnb also spent about $8 million, not very middle class of them, into the campaign to defeat Prop F, including TV ads and campaign mailers. The measure's proponents only raised about $482,000. The company says 138,000 city residents stayed in Airbnb rentals or hosted guests themselves in the past year. That's out of 446,841 registered voters in the entire city. That's a lot of people Airbnb-ing. The company is now worth $25.5 billion and has more than 2 million listings in 190 countries. And that is the report for today. For tonight, actually. It's nighttime here. I'm Sarah Lane, everybody. Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. You can find us on iTunes and on YouTube as well. See y'all tomorrow.